Okay. So the question is the importance of a pure mind and how to get a pure mind without doing too much what's considered to be religious or spiritual practices. So let's first systematically go into what is a pure mind and why it's important. So we want the mind to have three qualities. We want the mind to be strong, because only when the mind is strong can we keep going. It's resilient. We're able to get things done. And strength is needed to lift ourselves up, right? So even if we're feeling down, you need strength to, so whether it's physically or not, so sometimes we're tired or we're unwell. So even to physically get out of bed and do whatever we need to do, even though we are feeling unwell, takes strength. Then sometimes we physically fine, but emotionally, we don't want to face. We don't want to have to face the world. We don't want to have to do the work. We don't want to have to. So even that, to lift ourselves out and actually go out there and do what we need to do, we need strength. So we need a strong mind. So now a strong mind is relatively easy to get in the world because we know that it's necessary for success. So if you see all these people working in banking or law, or there's that resilience, you get through it, you keep going. So they have strong mind. You see today even athletes, and so much discipline and that focus of getting through it. Even somebody just on a diet or wanting to build their body in a certain way. Strong mind is that determination, and they're able to accomplish what they want to accomplish. So because desires fuel us, it's not so hard to be able to develop a strong mind. It is hard, but not because the desire is strong. You see many people accomplishing the things that they want to accomplish. Even the little kids, right? Like the teenagers, you see them, they make their own YouTube channel. They do this, they do that. They start their own companies. So strong, the mind can be strong. Pure is that mind which won't hurt other people. Pure is that humane part of us. So we're all human, but we're all not humane. Humane is that part of us that has love and respect for each other, has value for life. So we were at dinner the other day and somebody was saying that they were watching how pilots have to make decisions. And when they contact the tower and they say, whatever, the wing's not working or the wheel's not working or this, whatever. And the tower, the first question they say is how many souls? Means how many people in the flight that we worrying about? That value for life. Or in any case, in any way, right? If that fire, what was it, 2 months ago, that fire that in that building next door around the corner, and the first thing is, how many people? They had to evacuate so quickly, so many people, because dangers. So that value for human life, which is there, but on a one-to-one level, maybe not so much, because we take it for granted. Of course, when we have to, we think about it, or when we have to, we think about ourselves. So that humane part of us. So purity is the part of us that makes us closer to our divine nature. So we have a body and the body is gross, and this gross body will be attracted to sense pleasures, food, sex, or any other kind of pleasure. The gross body is built that way, right? The body is built with these two primary desires. And it it will rule the body because that's what the body is made with. But then we have a mind which has so many emotions, and we want far more than physical pleasures. And then we have a soul, which understands that completeness or that wholeness or that love. And then that's very pure, right? When we're talking about love at the soul level, it's so, it's beautiful, right? I mean, you might have physical affection, but it's not, there's nothing physical about it, except for the physical being used as a way of expressing. So when the mind is not pure, we're more likely to give in to body and instincts and desires of the body and selfishness. Because it's just me, right? In the jungle, you have to protect me. I don't have to protect anyone else. That's that physical inbuilt survival instinct. I should survive. Yeah? It's linked into body. It's inbuilt in the body. Survival instinct is inbuilt in the body. Whereas pure mind takes us away from that and helps us to be more at the soul level, which is very pure, where we see oneness with everyone else, where we're more giving, with the ability to sacrifice, the ability to have compassion. So we desire a pure mind. It's not a necessity to function in the world, and it's not a necessity for success. So not everyone strives for a pure mind. Necessity for success, strong mind. So people will strive for strong mind. But pure mind is not necessity for success or survival in the world. So it may not be everybody's priority. But most people do. Most people want to be a good person. So second quality we strive for is a pure mind. The third quality we strive for is a mind that is subtle, which means flexible and can think in a very abstract way, can think out of the box, and can be stretched. So today we're focusing on pure mind. So definition of a pure mind. Pure is in definition of anything, even if we say pure water, or if we say pure gold, what's the definition? There's nothing else in it, right? It's just water. The minute you put something else in it, it's not pure anymore. With water, sometimes not so bad. Put something in it, put sugar, put cordial, put some mint, put some lemon. Sometimes adding things is not such a bad thing, but when we're looking for purity, we want nothing else added in. So what's the mind when nothing else added in? When the mind was made, it was made out of sattva, sattvic qualities. So a pure mind is to take out rajas and tamas. But in the most simplest way, you can say a pure mind is one that is free from likes and dislikes. That's the definition given to us in the scriptures. What's a pure mind? A mind that is free from likes and dislikes. Usually in a spiritual setting, when you say what's a pure mind, they will say it doesn't get angry, doesn't get jealous, doesn't get greedy. But all of these come from likes and dislikes. So what is anger? I want something and I'm not getting it. Why do I want it? Because I like it. The like becomes the desire. Or I get angry because you gave me what I didn't like. You put normal milk in the coffee. Don't you know I drink almond milk? That's Hong Kong's biggest gripe at the moment. It can be something as silly as that, or it can be I don't like a person and they came to my home. I don't like losing and I lost. Oh, you see how angry they get. There are people who are competitive and they don't like losing, and then Can be even monopoly. It can be such a small thing, but they'll get so angry. So I don't like it leads to anger. Or I didn't get the thing I like. And of course, I don't like not getting what I like. So anger. So then if you see kama, krodha, lobha, greed, again, why would I want it? I like it. So I want more and I want more and I want more and I want more. I was with this family once, and they're quite well to do, this family. And the kid was so small, huh? It would have been like 6 or 7 years old, that kid. And his birthday, so every member of the family, quite a big family. So there were like 8 adults in the room, siblings, spouses, grandparents, all the rest of it. They all gave this kid his favorite chocolate. I sat there thinking, he's not going to like this chocolate for very long. Like one day he woke up and said he likes it, and now that's the only thing they buy for him, and they buy it for him in such bulk. And it's like, oh my goodness, such a nightmare to give in to like so much. It closes our world so, makes our world so small, right? Like literally, there's hundreds of types of chocolate, and there was only that one chocolate on the table. So that's what likes do. Makes our world small. It makes our mind small, makes our heart small. Dislikes makes us push things away. So the likes and dislikes become anger, they become greed, they become jealousy, they become compulsive behavior. It becomes inflexible. We become not able to adapt. So that 7-year-old wouldn't eat any other chocolate. Like, it's chocolate. It's not like I'm telling you to eat lettuce, carrots, even another chocolate. No. Like, we become so inflexible. Okay. So definition of a pure mind: to remove likes and dislikes. So how do we go about this? Does it have to be super religious? No. Removing likes and dislikes doesn't have to be a religious thing. In fact, it doesn't have to involve God at all. But, it's easier when you involve God. For example, likes and dislikes, one of the easiest things to do is with food. Just eat what's good for you. Don't eat to please the tongue. Eat what is good for you. Okay? Can we do that without God? For sure. But when we come to the ashram and it's prasad and we receive it, it's a different feeling than sitting in a 5-star restaurant thinking, I'll order this to get over my likes and dislikes. Can you? Yes. Will you? Even in the 5-star restaurant, let's say it's fasting day, Satyanarayan, Ekadashi. So now you're not ordering all the other stuff, and you're only ordering vegetarian, and specifically, whatever's, if it's Ekadashi, probably potatoes and cheese. Then, so even there in the 5-star restaurant, to control likes and dislikes, what's helping me? It's Ekadashi. This is for Krishna. I can do this, no big deal. 5-star restaurant, you don't have anything to hinder you. Will you just order something simple? If you're dieting, you'll order salad. Otherwise, you go to a nice restaurant, you want to order nice food. So, can we? Yes. Is it easier with God? I think so. Personally, I think having that higher altar to dedicate it to makes it a lot easier. Okay, so ways to purify our mind. In the Bhagavatam, it is explained that dharma stands on 4 legs. It's depicted as a bull. Dharma is depicted as a bull. Usually Lord Shiva's Nandi. And the 4 legs that dharma stands on is tapas. being the first one, Yagna being the second one, Dana, the third one, and Japa, the fourth one. Okay, so the first leg that goes, the first kind of sadhana or the first practices that we stop doing so much is, actually, I think tapas in today's world, people still do. Discipline, tapas. Tapas is discipline. Do things that are hard for yourself. But it's only tapas when I do it dedicated to the Lord. So people are doing tapas, but it doesn't purify them because they're not doing it dedicated to the Lord. Like sometimes these kids will tell me they're working in a law firm and they worked till 2 a.m. And then they were back at work at 9 a.m. And imagine working, how long a day is that, huh? 8 a.m. to, I mean, you have to wake up, get ready, go to work. So you're waking up at 8 a.m. and then you work till 2 a.m. That's like a what, 20-hour day? My math is terrible. No, 16, 17. That's tapas, to work that hard. And they do it, huh? The kids will do it. But why are they doing it? For promotion, for money, for recognition. Then it's not tapas. I'm doing it to dedicate myself to the Lord. So I can still be in the law firm. And I'm doing it because I want to be able to serve the Lord. Then it's tapas. I'm doing it for prestige. It might be tapas, but it's not purifying my mind. The purifying factor comes when I dedicate it to something higher. So that's still a 16-hour day at the law firm, but I've dedicated it to wanting to be able to serve the Lord. So right now, this action might not be, but it's training me to, and so I'm going to do it. Yeah. So just having, so if you don't want to say the Lord, then the welfare of people, you know, even justice. I mean, if you're in a law company, to do it for justice. Justice is higher than me. Me wanting promotion, me looking good in a suit in a, international, multinational company is different to me serving justice, me serving people, helping them get justice. So where my attention is, which is basically karma yoga, right? Karma yoga is what purifies us. So we know this. We know that the thing that purifies us is when the minute we stop doing it for me and we're doing it for something higher, and it's difficult, tapas. Even just doing it for something higher and it's not difficult purifies me. But when it's hard for me to do, it really, that tapas is what purifies me. So the purifying is the challenging of myself. And so today I find a lot of people do it with gym workouts. They really challenge themselves. Why? Because they want to be healthy. Not enough to purify yourself. Some people will tell you honestly, they want to do it to look good. Others want to do it for the endorphins because it's feel good. So why am I doing it? For me. Then it doesn't purify. So if I'm exercising so that my body can be used efficiently to serve, it purifies. It's different too. I want to feel good. I want to look good. Just healthy. That's people's favorite thing to say. Why are you dieting? Just healthy. Why are you obsessing about this? Just I want to be healthy. I want the body to be able to serve. I need to have the energy to run after 54 kids the whole day. And still conduct Balviar camps, even though I'm getting older. Chalo exercise. It's different too. I want to look good. I want to feel good. What purifies? When I do actions where I am not the incentive, where my fulfillment, my desire is not the incentive. And so tapas, or the purifying bit of tapas, is the reason for which I'm doing it. Intention, intention purifies. And the second one, yagna. This is a big one in today's world. Tapas, like I said, actually in the Bhagavatam, it says we stop tapas first. And it's Kali Yuga now, huh? And I still see plenty of tapas. It doesn't purify, but it's tapas. Because they're doing it for selfish motive, but they're doing hard things. Sometimes they do lettuce diet. Have you heard of the lettuce diet? That's all they eat the whole day. Only lettuce. Might as well be a rabbit. Eat lettuce and carrots all day. Next life, these people will probably come as rabbits. Sorry, amusing thought. Coming back, Yagna. So remember, people in today's world are doing tapas, but it's not purifying because it's not for a higher altar. If you're doing it for a higher altar, it purifies. Next level. So maybe that's what the Bhagavatam meant, that they might be doing tapas, but it's not purifying them. But it says that tapas goes, the ability to do tapas goes. Yagna. Yagna is the second leg of the bull. Yagna means basically cooperatively working with other people. This has gone. This cooperatively working with other people is very hard to get a group of people to work together nowadays. Even here, when I want to get something done, I have to think who to pair up with who, because people don't want to work with each other. I have to think about it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. And now with technology, when they don't like the person, just send one text message, just send one email. Don't have to talk to them. Don't have to deal with them. This shutting out people. In fact, in today's world, they have a term for it also, cancel culture. Yeah. Cancel means this person's canceled from my life. So the kids do it with each other in school. Cancel culture means now you unfollow them, unfriend them, whatever them on social media, and then you just stop talking to them. They did that after Will Smith slap, right? Cancel. Nothing to do with Will Smith anymore. Somebody, this E.R. Rowling, yeah, she said something about some Olympics judgment, and it had to do with women who were men who had the operation. And she said, but they already stronger built, and so it's a little unfair for them to participate as women, because technically they have had the operation, but they were born male. Something she said, canceled. Why? Because she said that statement. I don't even know exactly what it was. I'm just talking about how we can just cancel now. So now means they're no more famous, they're no more worthy of my attention. How can we do that, huh? How we can write off a person on one mistake. And then if we that person, ouch, so painful. Which happens with the kids, right? Because as if they mature. They keep saying wrong things. They keep saying false things. They keep awkward, peer pressure. They do things. And then they get this backlash of being rejected so grandly. And even we went through it as kids, not that we didn't go through it in high school. We also had everyone, like laughed at us or shunned us, and periods where we got along with people, periods where people ignored us. So it's all of us went through it. It just seems to be more heightened now. It's made more of a big deal of now. Why? Because it's so black and white. And what's black and white now? It's I like you, I don't like you. It's not you're a good person, you're a bad person. That's not the criteria. The criteria is I like you, I don't like you. So we've become the stronger our likes and dislikes become, and like I said, the more impure the mind becomes, because it becomes less accepting and very rigid and very small, becomes small. Our thinking becomes small when our likes and dislikes become strong. So what purifies our mind? Working with other people. Maybe not even working, even just sharing room with other people. People don't want to. Yeah. How long have I been doing Bal Vihar camps? 25 years. I've been doing Bal Vihar camps. First few Bal Vihar camps I had, no request of who should stay with who. You send your kid to camp. Why are you sending your kid to camp? It's a Bal Vihar camp. Go. I mean, I as a teacher would put friends together, let them have fun, but there was no request. Slowly over the years, phone call from parent will come. Can you put my kid with this kid and make sure you don't put them with that kid? Whoa. Room allocation started becoming hard. This last year, this camp, the one we had last month, wow, almost have to put it in the registration form, all their requirements of who they want to stay with and who they don't want to stay with and everything. Have to have such long conversations with the parents, because sometimes the kid pretends to like this kid, but they don't want to be with the kid. And that other parent rang and said, they're friends, please put them together. And this one saying, no, don't put them. Hey, how are you? Wait, where I got involved in this? Even sharing a room, cooperatively living with each other, just getting along. Inside Bhaviyar camp is 1.5 days. You're not even in the room long. You literally go in the room for 1 hour to bath, get ready, sleep. Wake up the next morning, bath, and you're out. You're not even in the room. Still so much hamagama about in the room. Who's with who? Yeah. And then so many don't want to deal with it, so get their own room. In Balvihar camp, you can't, but in the ladies' retreat, they definitely do. Just get my own room. Ability to get along with each other. That's what Yagna is. Just the ability to get along with each other. And we know this deteriorates because we've already seen from extended family, we live with nucleus family. Now, even in nucleus family, the kids will tell me by the time they're 20, I need to move out. I cannot live with my parents anymore. This is nucleus family. So, and they're sincere, and I'm not even judging them. Right? So sometimes they're 26 and they're like, I can't deal with my parents babying me. And then be like, parents will baby. Sending 26-year-old wants to have a wings to fly, do whatever they want to do. Especially they go off to uni, come back. In uni, they had freedom. When they come back here, parents take it away from them. They're like, So, but still can't adapt, huh? Now they want to move out. So first, move out from extended family. Now move out even from nucleus family. Ability to get along. Just deal with this person. They're so annoying. You can't deal with annoying. That ability is gone. How to purify the mind? Deal with people. Whereas the favorite thing we seem to say is, I can't deal. I can't take so-and-so. Can't work with so-and-so. So, Yagna spirit, nobody is rejected. Nobody's rejected. So talk And this was interesting. So, of course, conscientiously, I'll do sadhanas. And so you're saying how to do purify the mind without spiritual practice. So something like this. Let's say there's a big party, big social event. So no God, social event. Who will you talk to? The people you like. Who do you avoid? The people you don't like. Even the person you don't like came and found you and started talking to you. You make one excuse. I have to go bathroom. I'll go get more food. Or so and so, I have to give a message. You will escape the person you don't like. Yeah, we all do. What's purifying the mind? Sit there and talk to them. Will we sit there and talk to them? Not unless we have incentive to. So why am I doing it? I'm purifying my mind. Why? So that I can see Krishna more clearly in this world. I can get moksha faster. Why am I talking to you even though I don't like you? I want moksha. Yeah. Without moksha as incentive, without divinity as incentive, why will I talk to the person I don't like? There has to be an incentive. So do I have to sit and do japa and puja? No. Just talk to people you don't like. Already that is purifying your mind. But talk nicely, huh? Sweetly. Huh? Hari Om. Sometimes it's not dislike. So someone like me, I'm not a very detailed orientated person. And then some personalities need a lot of detail. So I'll take a deep breath and I say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go into all the details. It's not even that I don't like the person. It's just something that's difficult for me to do. So usually I would avoid it. But this person needs details. So now patiently, lovingly, sweetly, smilingly, do all the details. If the person's close enough to me, I'll say, stop bugging my life. You go figure out the details. But you can't do that with everyone. And actually, my mind won't get pure if I do that with everyone. Mine will get pure when I sit patiently, sweetly do, speak, calm. Yes.
How about if somebody aggressive towards you?
So if they're aggressive and they're going to actually hurt you, then of course you protect yourself. But usually they're not going to actually hurt you. Most of them are not going to actually hurt you. So you smile sweetly at them. If they're actually going to hurt you, please defend yourself. But if they just rajasic, it's fine. Because when I'm in a good state of mind and when I'm thinking of Krishna, I know I can't be hurt. And usually their aggressiveness has got something to do with their desires, their insecurities. Underneath, there'll be something nice. So if I'm in a good frame of mind, I won't react to the aggressive. I will be thinking, I want moksha. I'm going to sweetly, patiently, lovingly be in this moment, whatever they are. And I won't be harmed by the aggressiveness. If there's actual harm, please protect yourself. But very often there's not actual harm. I think I gave this example last week. At the Balvihar camp, that one kid said, don't touch me. I was like, what happened to you? And she said, I'll get dirty. Initially, I was like, what? Then immediately I thought, no, COVID. They brainwash not to touch people. No need to get upset. She's not being insulting. So easy to immediately think I'm being insulted, they harming me, they disrespecting me, they rejecting me. And then next second you realize, wait, no. It's just some difference in thinking. They're just coming from a different point of view. They've been brought up this way for the last 3 years, bichara brainwashed. How sad that she thinks touching someone's going to make her dirty. Affection's such a beautiful thing, right? Yeah. In fact, so many of the kids, when they were nervous to chant, if I held them, they calmed down. And to not have that, to feel like, no, don't hold me. It's like, okay. So what I'm trying to say is, if there's actual harm, yes, protect yourself. But pure mind will come when we stay in that space of mind where we are accepting and can see through our likes and dislikes. It's our likes and dislikes that see the aggression as harmful most of the time in today's world, right? There might be actual cases of harm and manipulation and all the rest of it, and then you have to be intelligent about it. But no, are you reacting to your like and dislike, or are you reacting to actual threat? Yep. So,
If the person manipulating you.
yeah, if they're manipulating you, be intelligent, but still smile sweetly, patiently. She really doesn't want to sweetly smile.
Oh, I am, that's why I'm trying to say, oh, you know, the more you smile, the more people are taking advantage of you.
No,
You don't
people
know.
don't take advantage of you just because you smile. Not at all. In fact, sometimes if your smile is genuine, people know, she gets it. Don't mess with her, she's on to me. No. That's why I said the mind has to be open, clear, free of likes and dislikes. If you're genuinely manipulating me, and why even kids manipulate? Royally kids manipulate, huh? I see it all the time. I watch them and I'm smiling because I know what they're up to. And when your kid is manipulating you, you'd handle it so well, right? Like they try to get whatever, dessert or ice cream, and you like, no. But you don't like, you wretched person, why are you manipulating me? You will never eat ice cream ever again in your life. No, it's your kid. So you're like, no, sweetheart, you're not getting it. So why somebody else who's a stranger is manipulating, can't we do the same thing? No, sweetheart, you can't manipulate me. So you know, be intelligent about it. But don't let likes and dislikes be your deciding factor. Don't be confused with smile also. After all, we are meant to be Ananda. How we'll experience Ananda if we're scared to smile only? There's so many real things to be scared about. Smiling isn't something to be scared about. Yagna. So first was tapas. Second was yagna, working together, just getting along. Just getting along. Actually, yagna means collectively working together in a cooperative spirit for a higher good. I'm not even saying that. I'm not even doing that whole definition. I'm just saying get along. If you have to sit one lunch in a table with somebody who you don't particularly like, get along. You have to share a room one night with somebody, get along. You're on the plane and the person next to you is a bit cranky and people will complain. Somebody complained that the person next to them was shaking their leg on the plane, so they asked the air hostess to move them. I was like, they shook their leg only, or that's all they did. Not they had bad breath, they smelled bad, they punched you, they kept taking your armrest. All these things they'll do. Just deal. We become so don't want to deal. The person in the next seat is a little bit overweight, so you feel you've got less space. Deal. Next flight, your person next to you will be super thin. You'll have more space. What does it matter? No, we get so worked up. No, we have to share our space with this person, or they put their elbow here, or their food smells like this, or they smell like this, or they. So, deal, get along. Then third leg, dana, the ability to give. Give, 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 give. So this is one thing I see a fair bit of, but apparently in scriptures, in Kali Yuga, the ability to give has drastically reduced. I'm very blessed. I still see lots of charity. That's one good thing about Hong Kong. Still lots of charity in Hong Kong. But world over, there's still lots of charity. But yeah, we can, so money is fine. Give money, give time, give patience, give understanding. So the rule is, whatever you give is what you get. So if you're intelligent, give the thing you want. What do we want? Love. Give love. We want happiness. Give happiness. We want kindness. Give kindness. You can't give money and then expect to get love. If you're giving money, you will get money. So to receive, we have to give of ourselves. So giving things is easy. Like I said, I see lots in Hong Kong, even the kids are taught very nicely. I'm sure everywhere else as well, but I live here predominantly. The kids give their toys on birthdays. The kids feed on their birthdays. Very beautiful. But we give things. We have to learn to give of ourselves. Like making time and spending with a person. Physically doing things for other people. This I see easier in other places. Places like America, Australia, where there's no maids. You see friends really giving time. Going and helping each other clean their homes or cooking meals for each other and looking after each other's kids. And that's really giving of yourself. Yeah. Just make this second nature. And so even in Gurudev's pledge, we serve as an army, courageous and disciplined, ever ready to fight against all those tendencies within and without us. We live honestly the noble life of sacrifice and service, producing more than what we consume and giving more than what we take. Producing more than what we consume and giving more than what we take. This is what Gurudev has written for us as our Chinmaya Mission pledge to help us to create the lives of spiritual people. How to live as a spiritual person, producing more than what we consume, giving more than what we take. How much we take, huh? Give more than what you take. The other day, I was having lunch with a non-Indian person who hasn't grown up in the ashram and is very new to ashram. and somebody was there serving me the lunch as bhiksha, because in our tradition, sannyasis get given bhiksha. And so I asked this person who was, no, this person offered. I didn't even ask, they offered. Yeah, Swaminiji, can I cut you a mango? And then I thought, yeah, why not? Mango season doesn't last that long. Sure. And it's natural sugar, so why not? And the person who I was having lunch with, who's from a different culture, said to me, you can't just bully her to make you do things for you. Which I thought, wow, yeah, I really do bully a lot of people to do a lot of things for me. Not giving more than what I take. I'm taking plenty. The giving has to be what we can give. It doesn't have to be the same giving. Right? We give of ourselves in different ways. Maybe I'm not cutting mango for people. Actually, I wouldn't mind cutting mango for people, but I'm not. If I even pick up the knife to cut, 3 people will come. No, how can you do that? So give in another way. We don't have to give in the same way, right? Somebody did something, we don't have to give in the same way, but make sure you give. Right? And you can give in the same way, also give. We can give in other ways. We can give in attention, affection. Affection, we can definitely give more affection. Genuine, sincere affection. Just basically a life of giving. Focus on a life of giving. Something can be given, give it. Should be given, definitely give it. Okay, last leg, Japa. Tapas, Yagna, Dana. Tapas was self-discipline, challenging ourselves. Yagna, getting along, get along, deal with people. Third is give. And then when you think I got nothing else to give. And then last is Japa. So this one's spiritual. So your question was how to get purification of mind without doing spiritual things. And I've tried to cover the range. So you're not sitting in the temple for all the rest of it. But for this one, it's definitely spiritual practice of sitting down, thinking and connecting to the Lord. Japa is repetition of the Lord's name. In the broadest sense, it's all the chantings, the Vishnu Sahasranams, the Rudrams, the Chamakams, the stotrams we do, Achyutam, Keshavam, right? That's a stotram. I know it's the beginning of that song now, but it's a full stotram. And the Gita Dhyanam that we do before the class, Guru Stotram, Hanuman Chalisa, all of this, chanting of the Lord's name. And then bring it down to smaller mantras, things like Trayambakam, Gayatri Mantra, Dhyana Shlokas. And then Japa in the most traditional sense is repetition of a mantra which is short, Om Namah Shivaya, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha, or simply just Om. Repeat. Nah, Japa is so beautiful. You know, if you think about how many thoughts you have a day, like I said, Deepak Chopra said 80,000 thoughts a day. I don't know who second counted. And if you count the thought, does it count as a thought? I don't know. But we have a lot of thoughts that are in a day, right? So, okay, ballpark figure, 80,000 thoughts a day. How many of those are random? So many. How many of those are daydreaming? So many. How many of those you've already thought? So he himself says, again, I don't know how he measured this. If you have 80,000 thoughts a day, 60,000 of those thoughts that you thought today, you have already thought before, which is true, right? So like morning, I had avocado for breakfast. I'm thinking, is the avocado ripe? This is a thought I would have thought so many times. Is it gone too soft? Like that's name. These are not thoughts that are original. I'm hungry. How many times I thought that thought? I have to call so-and-so again. I would have thought that thought so many times. We don't have original thoughts. And then sometimes on repeat, we have thoughts that are not even meaningful. Like, let's say we watch some TV series. What's the new TV series that everyone's watching? I don't know. What's the new one? Oh, there's a new Bridgerton episode that everyone told me. So then, Queen Charlotte. See, I knew. Heard about it just earlier this week. So now you watched. I didn't watch. You watch. Let's imagine we all watched it. So now some dialogue in there. What dialogue? Da 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 da. Dialogue in the movie. Now, as you're watching, as you're living your day, you'll repeat that dialogue and giggle, or you'll edit that dialogue, or you'll repeat it like 5 times a day. Maybe you'll remember that dialogue because you're talking to different people and you're remembering everybody's watching it at the moment. So everyone's talking about it at the moment. So you're repeating the thought, but it's a very faltu thought. So you're repeating thoughts that are useful, or you're repeating thoughts that are daydreamy, you're repeating thoughts that are faltu. Why? Because you have to think a thought. The mind is a flow of thoughts. Now, when there's nothing else to be thinking and you're just trying to think what to think about, so much better to just do japa. Then reduce. If you're doing japa all through the day, reduces faltu thoughts, reduces daydreaming thoughts, reduces repetition of thoughts that causes stress, causes sadness, because we repeat, right? Somebody says something to me and we repeat it in our head. They said this, they said this, they said this. And then we're upset about it and we're crying about it. Why repeat that thought? That's making me so upset. Just japa. Then you don't have time to repeat that thought. And why? Because anyways, we're thinking thoughts and those thoughts aren't worth thinking. You can think them also, but they're not really adding anything to your life. So japa is keeping the mind centered in a mantra. Why a mantra? Because the mantra is the most purifying thing ever. Ever, ever. There's nothing more purifying than mantras, the name of the Lord. So the more we say the name of the Lord, the more the mind becomes purified. And that's why in Kali Yuga, where the mind is so weak and distracted, it's still the most powerful thing. Why? Because the name of the Lord is so powerful. So we purify our mind. Antar Ranga sadhana is sadhanas that we do inside our mind. And today, everything that I said is pretty much sadhanas that we do inside our mind, even though we're doing things outside in the world as normal. So walking on the street, doing my supermarketing, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Washing dishes, doing laundry, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Getting my hair done, putting on lipstick, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Doesn't matter what it is I'm doing, right? Okay, we're going to pause here for today. I answered the question very elaborately. Happy to be thinking about ways to purify our mind. What else are we born for? We're not born just to eat, drink, sleep, have children, go here, there for vacation. We're born to uplift ourselves, purify ourselves. Sarve bhavantu sukhina. Sarve santu niramashyantu ma kaschit kapak bhavet asato ma satkamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om Purnamata Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti. 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 Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari